welcome to another video. And today I'm going to be doing a Senate prediction, and I'm going to be using polls to help me, but I wasn't able to record yesterday. I think that I accidentally deleted my files when I was trying to get more storage, so I wasn't able to make a video. So I'm going to be doing the governor's prediction and Senate prediction, and I'm going to be using polls. So I'm going to just start with states that are safe, that I don't need to go into, like Utah, Wyoming, Nebraska, and Mississippi, and Washington, California, Hawaii, Minnesota, New York, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia, New Mexico. These are the 36 states. 36 for the Democrats and like 46 for the Republicans. And now we have the likely states like Maine and Ohio, West Virginia, New Jersey. But let's look at some polls just to help us prove this. So look at this. Ohio. So Sherrod Brown is +7. He has a consistent lead. It isn't safe, but it's likely. It's good here, and these polls are pretty good. So he's gonna be around the likely margin. And for New Jersey, he's been at a consistent likely lead. And Stockton University gives him a +12, and Emerson gives him a +5. I think I trust the Emerson poll more, but it's still going to be a likely state. And West Virginia. I'm not going to go through each one, so because it's kind of hard, but you probably understand why. Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Mississippi special election. John James is closing the gap. I think Michigan's going to be closer than Wisconsin. And now we have the likely states. I think that's the Mississippi special election. I'm going to look at a poll for it just because I don't know any polls for it, and I want to prove a point. So Cindy Hyde-Smith is +9. But if you take the McDaniel vote, which is 15, she'd be way over. She'd be +24. So I'm gonna give her for the general election. I'm gonna give her it solidly for the GOP. In Texas, it's kinda, look at the latest polls for Texas, and Texas has Cruz +6.5, which is not that bad, but Cruz has a +3 here. I'm still going to put it as a likely state. Oh, wrong place. Still going to put it as a likely state. In North Dakota, I'm pretty much going to almost move to safe. Tennessee is still safe. And now let's move on to leaning states. So I think that Montana's pretty much the only leaning state for the Democrats. Matt Rosendale's probably gonna lose there, and John Chester's gonna make a win here. The spread is like 4 points, so it won't really change. In Nevada, I think Nevada's gonna lean GOP. Even though they're losing here, or early voting, Haller's been leading here in polling. And actually, Montana has to go a little more tilting because of early voting. So, the same thing with Nevada. Not the same, hypocritical. And Arizona, well, Martha McSally is leading here in all early voting. but I think that Kristen Sinema will end up winning. So, if we go here, the Trafalgar Group, a biased Republican source, is showing her. Well, they showed the Trump approval here, and it's pretty good for Trump. And then the Arizona Senate ballot test, and McSally actually leads here. So I don't actually understand why she would show this if she's leading. It didn't show +3, but that doesn't matter because Fox News showed a tie. So, and even though Mark no, but if it's a tie and Fox News is pretty reliable, I'm going to put Arizona as a tilt GOP. She's leading in early voting, and Fox News, one of those better sources. CNN isn't as good in NBC, it's pretty good in CBS, but those were from a few days ago. So I'm going to put Arizona as a tilt GOP. And Missouri is also a tilt GOP. So don't seem like it's hypocritical. Actually, no, sorry. But here, there are 2 ties. Hawley's +0. And of course, this is going to be one of the tightest races. Hawley was +2 for some time. And I thought, and he was able to have a consistent lead. He still does have a lead. It's just that they're not including other polling data. They should, that would make Hawley at a +2. So I think that Josh Hawley should still be able to win. He's leading in early voting, and I think that early voting counts, so I'm going to give him the win. But Mike Braun is really narrowly going to win here in Indiana. Let's see why. So Indiana has Donnelly at +0.8. Even though they're leading in early voting, Donnelly's +7 here. But then this is 3-way. And 2-way, even worse for Braun. Donnelly's +7, +2. But that's still good. But since the Fox News poll is more recent, I'm going to trust it, but not as much, because it still is a close race, so Indiana's going to tilt. And here, Rick Scott's going to narrowly win here. I know it's bizarre saying this, since I haven't said this, and it's like this first Senate prediction I've ever made on my channel. But I think that even though he's losing in the spread, there was this time, he hasn't been consistently doing bad. But this is just spreads from polls. People need to remember that. It's taking polls and averaging them out. Sometimes that doesn't really work. You need to look at the actual individual poll and the most reliable one. In this scenario, same people. And if people think that I'm biased Republican, this poll gave Gillum +2, so I'm obviously gonna give Gillum a leaning margin. So it's just that I'm trusting Pete's polls, and it has a 2,733 sample size, so I think it could be correct. So I'm going to move Florida to tilt, and that's the Senate map. I'm going to make the governor map a bit faster. So pretty much all of these states are going to be safe. I'm not going to go to Arizona yet. Nebraska, safe. and Massachusetts and Maryland are safe. New York, Pennsylvania, California, Hawaii. Illinois, I'm going to put as a safe state already, and Minnesota and Michigan. And I'm going to put as, I'm not only going to go into like leaning into the states because there isn't enough time. So Vermont and New Hampshire, Maine, and now we have Arizona, likely, New Mexico, likely, Colorado, likely. So this is the map, 20 Republicans and 17 Democrats. And I'm going to start off with Oregon. So Kate Brown has been doing horrible for a Democrat. She's only at a 4.3 lead against Knut Brunn. I think he's like a German or something, but he's doing very good for a Republican here. I know that she's unpopular, but it's still kind of weird. So I'm gonna put this as a leans Democrat, and I'm gonna put Nevada as a tilt. So let me show you Nevada on here. If Nevada isn't on here for, oh, okay. So Laxalt is plus 1.5. CNN gives a plus 1, and Laxalt is a plus 4. But those aren't old polls. Look, if you look at the latest polls, if Laxalt plus 2, and now he's leading 0.1. But that's still good for him. I'm not gonna really look at the Spread Trafalgar group. Shows it, but that isn't the best source. But we have Emerson in the New York Times to back it up. CNN and Gravis aren't the most reliable. So I'm gonna give Nevada a tilt. In South Dakota, so if South Dakota's probably not on here because it wasn't competitive. We do have Kansas, so Kobach is plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Like, and Kelly's plus 1, but this was not a long time. So Kansas, I guess, is tilt. We have nothing to prove it otherwise. But we have the Joy race to be like, okay. And I think that Orman is annoying. Spoiler, he's ruining it, but that's just his idea. But now let's go to Oklahoma on here. Okay, so there's no Oklahoma. Is there still South Dakota? No. So I'll just give you my prediction around like Oklahoma would be leaning. I don't see it flipping. And I see South Dakota as a tilt. And now let's look at the latest. Now let's go to the next state, Alaska. So Dunleavy is leading here. And he's only leading plus 1 and like plus 4, plus 7, plus 14. But he's leading in a good margin, pretty much. So we could put it as a not likely, a leading. And now Iowa. So I thought this would be a tilt GOP before. Now there's a new poll from the Des Moines Register. Not as good, but still another poll. That's more recent, kind of, than Emerson. And this just shows that Iowa is probably going to be tilt in the Democrats' column. And we have Wisconsin here. So it's a tie, Everest plus 2, Everest plus 5, Everest plus 8, tie, and like tie. I think that it's kind of more that there isn't polling that as good for Walker. I think he's gonna lose only because of the anti-Trump like wave around the Rust Belt that they're showing, but it won't be that significant. And in Ohio, I say this is a leaning state. And let's see, Cordray is plus 4.7, so he's probably gonna win here. And in Georgia, you can see this is one of those closer races. Abrams is actually plus 1, but Kemp is plus 2. But it has been close a lot, so I'm not listening. So I think that it's gonna tilt in the GOP's column, which gives a Republican majority for the Governor National, the Gubernatorial National Organization, the GNA. And let's look at the next 3. So Connecticut, Rhode Island. So Rhode Island apparently isn't on here, same thing with Connecticut. So I'm just gonna have to fill them in myself. So both of these are gonna be leaning, okay. And Florida is leaning. I was almost, look at Florida here. Florida isn't as close as people expected. Like from the start, September 4th, Gillum's plus 2.5. And nothing ever changed except for Gillum getting a bigger lead. But now he's kind of close to 2.6 lead. St. Pete's polls, like I said, has everybody, which means that Gillum actually isn't helping Bill Nelson like we thought. So we have the final governor map, 24 Democrats and 26 Republicans. In the final Senate map, 46 Democrats and 54 Republicans. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.